Hi friends, hello, it's me again. And today we are doing a skincare show. So if you saw me on here a little bit before, we were doing a home show, but now we're doing skincare. And I have a few different brands I want to talk about today. One of them is Commit by Pretty Party. And if Pretty Party sounds familiar, I have a pony from Pretty Party that I love. So they do hair and they do skincare, which I did not know. So I'm very excited to talk about that today. I also have a mud mask from Deluvia, also a new brand to me, but loving it. I'm also going to talk about the Indie Lee De-Stress Body Wash and then the Loose Beauty Lazy Erasers. And let's start with the body wash because I won't actually demo that today, but I do have it here with me. Well, it's in my shower, but here it is. Now, this is probably the most relaxing body wash I have used ever. Like ever. And I truly mean that. So it's made with eucalyptus and patchouli. It says unwind with this gentle coconut derived cleanser with calendula, panthenol, and hydrolyzed quinoa, rich in proteins, vitamin A and B. And then it goes on to list a few other things about rosemary and eucalyptus, how it can boost your spirits. And I 100% believe this because whenever I use this, like I go to such a place of calmness. Like it's just like the most best thing that I could have done for my nighttime routine. So I'm a night shower, so that's my time to get all clean before I go into bed. And so like having this to like use and like have a moment with at the end of the night has been really a game changer for my nighttime skincare routine. So I love it that it's a like dedicated body wash. You don't really find a lot of body washes that are meant to be like an aromatherapy or like very soothing. So I find this like really attractive for that reason. I also really love Indie Lee products, and Indie Lee is new to me. I discovered them on Verishop, and so and like I had heard of them prior, but I hadn't really shopped them or tried them before getting on Verishop. So thank you, Verishop, for that introduction. And let's see, I don't really use this on like anywhere in particular. I kind of use it all over. But if I want to focus on like my aromatherapy, I'll definitely use it on my upper half the most. That way I can get all the smells out of it that I can. And then I'll either switch over to a different body wash for the rest of my body because I don't want to waste it. Not waste it, but like I don't want it to go away too quickly. So I'll switch over to like a method body wash for like the lower half of my body. But for as far as like having something that's like really nice, it's not subtle in its scent at all. Like you're really gonna smell everything that they put in here, all the essential oils that they put in here. You're gonna get through that in the aromatherapy for sure. So if you're not big on smells, don't get it. Avoid it. If you're big on smells and it's like a part of your like calm down, wind down routine, definitely pick this one up. So have any questions about Indie Lee, let me know. I can always come back to that. But I want to move on to my skincare routine. And so we're going to do a few things today. We're going to do a mask, and then we're going to use the Pretty Party moisturizer after we take the mask off. So this is what the Deluvia, let's see, what's the full name? Purifying Dead Sea Mud Mask with Aloe. So we're going to put this on right now. And I do recommend like giving it a little shake, especially if it's a newer bottle. It kind of all like comes together like mud. It does the mud thing. And so you have to use it a little bit or shake it up a little bit to get it going. What you can also do is I love using mask brushes because I don't like to get my hands dirty. I'm that person. So I use like my mask brush to kind of mix it up as well before I put it on my face. Now, this is the fun part, right? Just gonna paint wherever you want this to go. And you leave this on for a minute up to 5 minutes. So use it on my cheeks this time around. And it has like a smell. It's like you can definitely smell like, I mean, it's very earthy, right? Because of the mud. But there's another scent in there that's like it's subtle and it's not too harsh. Oh, thank you for the hearts. And nice to meet you. Welcome to the show. I'm just doing a quick mud mask here. And this is with the brand Deluvia. And I love getting products that say they're from the Dead Sea, because like everything from the Dead Sea just seems to be just like the bomb.com and super like good for your skin. I'm like, oh yes, the Dead Sea, sign me up. I'll take everything. All right, a little bit down here. And then after this does its thing, I think so. It's been a minute, so we'll give another 4 minutes before. But I do want to say, if you have dry skin, definitely stick to like the shorter time of this, because it is going to dry on your face. And if you have drier skin, it's just not great for your face. If you have oily skin like I do, it's fine. My skin's going to bounce back pretty easily. But if you have dry skin, take it off sooner, and then make sure you follow up immediately with a face oil, face lotion, so you can get the moisture back into your skin. Like, it's even starting to dry up on the brush already, which is working. That's good. But you gotta take care of your skin also. All right. So there's aloe vera in here, and the Dead Sea and the aloe vera mixes together so that it gets that exfoliating feeling on your face and works on your skin. Removes impurities while enriching the skin with essential materials from the Dead Sea for glowing, healthy looking skin. So you can't beat that, right? I'm gonna rinse off my brush here. Now, as far as how often you would use this, I would use this, I think again, it depends on like what skin type you have. So if you have oily skin, you can use it a little more often. I would say like 2 to 3 times a week if you're counting the weekends. If you have drier skin, I would only use it once a week, just so you're not doing too much for your skin. Like you can have too much of a good thing, right? All right. So we are at the 3-minute mark. Trying to remember what time I started. And you can see it's starting to dry up on my face a little bit, which is good. There's still some moisture in there, which is also good. While you're treating your face, you want to make sure that you're keeping your face hydrated. You know, that's why we keep our face moist as doing our skincare routine. So the different steps that you're doing, you don't want to put those on a dry face. So having moisture in your routine is always good. So if it doesn't dry out all the way, don't be disappointed. I know one time I got a mud mask and it didn't dry, and I was like, why isn't it drying? I was offended. I was like, no, this needs to dry off my face. I want to be able to not smile, right? That's like what the image we have in our head always is, but it's okay. Like there's different kinds of mud, right? And then there's different kinds of mask, like the makeup of the mask itself, that do different things. So something to always keep in mind, they may not act all the same. But if you are interested in picking up a mud mask, in this one specifically, everything that I'm talking about today, including this one, is going to have a live stream deal. So this one is $18.70, y'all. It's originally $60. Like, for a mask this size, mind you, I only took like about three little dips in here, and that covered, almost my entire face. So this is going to last me like well over a month for sure. And like, especially if you mix it into your other skincare products, it's not going to be your go-to all the time. It's going to last you a very, very long time. So this is an excellent deal that you're getting today. If you add it to your cart while we're here together on the live show, you'll have that deal locked in for a half hour. And so you'll have some time to decide what you want to actually commit to. But can't beat this one. I'm so glad that I found this on Verishop. It's been nothing but good. And I love a good mud mask. Like, it's definitely like the stereotypical, like, having a sleepover, having a girls' night, and like, oh, let's do mud masks, right? So you can get it from your friends because it's such a good deal. If there's someone in your life who needs a new mud mask and they're complaining about it on the low, you can be like, oh, I got you, girl, or I got you, boo. Okay, so it is 9 minutes past the hour, and I believe that's 5 minutes is up if my math is serving me. So it's time to take it off. And to take it off, we're going to use one of my eraser pads from Loose Beauty. So here it is. Now this is the Loose Beauty 3-pack, and so it comes with a pack of 3 eraser pads in this cute little bag. I love bags. I collect them. And so they come with this, and they're such a good size. Like, this is a very decent size. I have other mask pads that are not quite this size from a different brand, and so I was really happy to see like just how big this one is. So that's nice. And then also comes with a headband. So if you don't have your hair wrapped up like mine, you can totally still hold your hair back with this set. Let me hold it the right side up. So what you'll do, you'll take the Velcro here, wrap it around, And then secure your hair with the fabric. And now this is almost touching, and I'm going around my head wrap. So for those of you who are big-headed out there like me, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so now when I'm taking off this mud mask, I want to be really careful not to tug on my skin. There are some eraser pads out there that you don't need water, but I always recommend using water just so, again, we're using moisturizer. We're using moisture when we're coming in contact with our skin. That way we can treat it very softly. So I'm going to go ahead and take the mask off. You can see it really started to dry there, so I might need a few passes. But we got time, that's okay. It does not feel like a Monday. Like all of my days are running together anyway, but like it really doesn't feel like a Monday today. Don't know what it is. But I was talking about this on my last live earlier today, and I know there's a big storm coming in to Austin tonight. So I'm going to be ready to cozy up, settle in. I have a teacup that I got recently, like a teacup and saucer set that I found on Verishop as well. And I'm just going to cozy up with that, make some hot chocolate, maybe make some tea. I don't know which one I'm feeling. The hot chocolate I make when I'm definitely like having more of a sugar craving because I put sugar in my hot chocolate. So I know you're not supposed to, but I can't help it. I have a really bad sweet tooth, like really bad. All right, we're almost done here. Patience is key, especially when dealing with mud masks, but also when dealing with your skin. Like in any manner, you know, trying to heal your skin stress, taking care of yourself, just always requires patience. And now that the mask is off, I'm just going back and putting some water back into my face and back into my skin so it's not dry. I'm just going to pat a little bit. All right. Just so that the skin products that I use next have something to work with. That's it. And then here is the eraser, like not a scratch. I handled that like a champ. So this works well with taking off makeup too. I use a lot of oil-based cleansers when I take off my makeup. So like cleansing balms is a good example. And so once you have like the cleansing balm all over your face, you're like, okay, what do I do? You can use one of these and kind of wipe it off very gently with your eraser pad. So has many, many uses of it. And I use it like 2 times before I throw it in the washer. But that's the other great thing about it is they're not a one-time thing. They're very eco-friendly in the fact that you can wash them and use them all over again. I'm slowly trying to stop using like one-time use makeup removing products like face wipes. It's just a really bad habit that I have. And so I'm trying to, kind of stock up on reusable things so I don't feel the need to like reach for a makeup wipe all the time. Except for emergencies. Emergency use, I give myself some grace, but trying to do it all the time. Okay, so now that we have the mask off, let's go ahead and quickly use a face oil just to prep our skin for the moisturizer. And I'm using a squalane face oil if you're curious. Squalane has been really good for my skin. I don't know what it is about it, but my face just like loves it. Something else I forgot to mention about the mask is that you kind of feel the exfoliating features about it as you're taking it off if you take it off in the shower. So you'll kind of feel like this, like the texture of the mud in between your fingers. I think that's really special because exfoliating your face is so important. It's so important, just as important as it is to not over exfoliate your face, which I didn't know was a thing until recently. So that's why you break out. the more you know. Okay. Now we are going to move on to our Pretty Party moisturizer. And this is what it looks like here. It's in this chic little bottle that I love so much. And then you unscrew it. It's like a square top. You unscrew it. And then it has the blue agave moisturizer on the inside. But what's special about the moisturizer here is that it comes with a spatula. It's in my skincare fridge right now because they recommend putting it in there. But I'll show it to you. Here it is. The most adorable thing ever. And they recommend putting it in the fridge because you can use a lot of the, it's made of zinc, which is good for your skin. And you can use this as a way to like calm your skin, treat your skin on this side. And you can use a spatula to dip into the moisturizer and put on your face. So, and this gets cold pretty quickly. Like if I forget to put it in the fridge before I'm ready to actually do my routine, like I can stick it in there a couple minutes before and it gets cold really quickly, which is nice. And then here's the moisturizer itself. Like it's blue. It's so cool. And I'll read the bottle here for you in a second so you can know what the properties of it are. But I'm going to go ahead and use the spatula side to apply the moisturizer before I use the tool. And what you want to keep in mind when you're using any kind of skincare tool is that you want to make sure that you have enough moisture on your face so that it glides across your skin and doesn't pool on your skin. Gliding skincare is the theme for this show. Moisture. Gotta have moisture. So now I'm just kind of using the spatula side to kind of spread it around on my face, kind of start working it into the skin, making sure I have enough to get started. So let me tuck that away for now. Make sure it's on there tight. I had a sad story once where I thought I closed like a skincare bottle all the way and I did not. I think it was a mask. And I came back and it was all dried out because I forgot to put the lid on all the way. And I was so sad. So now like whenever I have a lid to something that could dry out, I'm like, all right, let me just focus. Focus for like 2 seconds and get it on there. All right. So we are now working this into the skin and it smells so good, y'all. Like, it's so relaxing. And I know I'm doing this like before the day is actually over, but it feels so nice. Just take a break. Need like a middle of the day spa day, right? All right, so we've gotten this worked into the skin. Now, as with any new skincare to you, you want to make sure you test it in one spot first before putting it everywhere on your face, just in case you have a reaction or you're allergic to something in the ingredients. I love that like skincare these days though have such a low like either number of ingredients or all the ingredients so like you can say so that you can know if you're allergic to something. So I love that. Okay, so it's working to the skin. Now we're gonna pull back out our spatula friend here, and like I'm just gonna take a second, kind of work under my eyes. And kind of work up. And essentially, they have a little packet that you get with the skincare set. And they said essentially what you do is that you use this side of it to kind of get into more tender areas that you can't reach with your fingers. And of course, to use the zinc to your advantage. Even better when it's chilly and the spatula itself is cold, because you get more of that like soothing nature. Okay, so I don't know if you saw that, but when I was coming up here, it was a little dry, so I was tugging. So I just like moved the moisturizer around my face a little bit more so that I got one more tender up here. And you could use this with a jade roller. You can use this with any other tool really that you have for your skincare routines. With any of them, you want to make sure you apply a light to medium pressure, nothing too tough. I have to sneeze. Oh boy. I tried to sneeze into my phone. I felt it. Oh, got a little tickle. I love skincare. It's just so relaxing. And it's so fascinating too, with everything that you can do with it. But if you are watching the replay of this and you have any questions about anything that I've talked about today, feel free to send me a DM. I'm on other platforms as well, so I know we can't DM on here. So if you have any questions that'll help you make your purchase, just let me know and we can chat. And then just a general tip, if you are doing this before bed, make sure that you leave some time before, like between finishing your skincare routine and you actually physically getting into bed, because you don't want all this to end up on your pillow, right? All your hard work just goes down the drain. Well, not down the drain. I guess your pillow is going to enjoy it, but you won't get the full benefits of it. It's always that whole time. Especially because, like, I don't know if y'all are doing the slugging thing. And I feel like I slug, but not like, I don't use Vaseline ever. Like, I will never use Vaseline. And I feel like I slug, though, with, like, regular materials. Like, you can slug with anything, honestly. Anything with, like, a high level of moisture in it. Or that's just really thick. Like, you can really do it with anything. Just pack it on. Right. I would also be curious, like, what this would feel like to do on your pressure points. I don't have mine memorized, but I think there's one here, or it's here. It's somewhere in this region that helps relieve your sinus pressure. I feel like that would feel nice. I used to have to know them because I used to get really bad migraines during the week, just like over the course of the months. And I would have to know my pressure points to help relieve some of my pain. I'm so thankful that's behind me. It was not a fun time. All right, my friends, I believe we are good here. So you can use this little tool to sculpt anything that you would like. Something else that you can do is kind of bring it under your jaw here and kind of sculpt your jawline. There are obviously bigger tools out there that would do that, specifically like a two-headed jade roller, or Zoe Ayla has a two-headed skincare tool that does the same thing. So it's up to you how you would like to do it. But I mean, any tool can be versatile, right? So let me just wipe my hands real quick so I can wrap up the show. So let's see. We've talked today about the Indie Lee de-stressing body wash, and this is my favorite body wash now. Like, it's topped any other thing that I've used before because of its aromatherapy. They really like hit the mark on this one, and I'm definitely going to be rebuying it again. So if you're looking for a body wash product that you want to have that's kind of like aromatherapy, de-stressing, had a long day and you just want to treat yourself for a special body wash, this would be it. Yeah, you don't even have to use it as your daily washer. It can just be something that you use when you're down, when you're sad, you need a little extra love. It'd be perfect for that. So one thing we talked about in the beginning of the show. Then we moved on to our mud mask from Delivia. Let me show that one again. Here she is. Now you're getting a lot. You're getting a lot of product for $19 here. So definitely pick this one up for the live stream deal. If you're on the fence, just grab it and then you can decide later. But as long as you grabbed it from the show, you're good. You're safe. So that's the mud mask that we put on, and you can take it off out of the shower. You can take it off inside the shower if you want to exfoliate while you're doing it. And kind of like have the water, coming down on your face. You can always do that. Then we removed our mask with the loose eraser pads. This comes in a set of 3. One of them I just used, so it's on the counter right now. And then it also comes with a headband, like so, with Velcro. So can't miss on this opportunity. This is $26 for the whole set, and you get a cute little bag to carry it out with you. This can also be used to dry the wet ones. So if you put it in the bag and then hang it up, it'll dry faster. Look at that. I just came up with that on my own right here on the show. And there you go. There's a little tip for you to get them to dry faster. Stick them in the bag, hang it on a doorknob, on a handle. You're good to go. Look at me go. And then to wrap things up, we use the Pretty Party Renew Blue Agave Moisturizer. And I don't think I read to you all what was in that. Let me see. They put it on this bottle. No, they did not put all the ingredients on this bottle, but they're all pretty simple ingredients. And it says apply generously to face, morning, and the evening. I did use this in the morning earlier, so I'm cheating a bit by using it a second time already. But, you got to get in where you can get. And then protects from heat, light, and moisture. So make sure that you're tightening the lid on these products as you get them, because keeping them in the container as they are is super important. So you can keep all of the natural goodness locked away. So that is everything that I wanted to share with you today, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. This also wraps up my shows for March. Next time I see you, it will be in April. If you want to give me a follow, you can keep up with me in the posts that I make. I'm going to keep posting about all things I got today. So I got from my skincare shows, things I got from my home shows, things I got from my beauty shows. You'll see updates about those in my feed. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. And until then, take care. Have a good one and stay safe. Bye, y'all.